Hi Gemini, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of April 22nd through the 28th. This is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising signs. So Gemini, for this reading, I am using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck along with the Blessed Bee Oracle cards. All right, let's just straighten these out. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, King of Wands. So for some of you, maybe a Sag, a Leo, or an Aries person is significant. Let's see. All right, so we have the King of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, Gemini. So King of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles. So we have two kings here at the bottom of the deck. So maybe some of you are dealing with two men, fire sign energy, earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And here with the Wheel of Fortune, definitely could be like fated, destined events taking place. Here with the Wheel of Fortune, things happening at this time very much that are meant to happen. Underneath this King of Pentacles, I do have, wow, I have the Ten of Cups. Wow, so some of you maybe have like a soulmate that's coming in. There could be some Geminis are getting into a new relationship. We do have the Fool here at the bottom as well. So yeah, maybe some of you are getting into a new relationship. I could be reading for some Geminis that maybe you're like a Taurus, Gemini cusp, or you might have Earth, or you might have fire in your chart. But with the Wheel of Fortune, changes coming in. Now, the overall energy is the Six of Swords. So this is forward movement. If you were experiencing any sort of challenges prior, Gemini, we have that Wheel of Fortune there at the bottom of the deck, and now we have the Six of Swords. And so, yeah, this is the energy improving. For some of you have this very blessed, fortunate energy that's coming in. And with the Six of Swords, it can represent you moving on from challenges, the energy feeling lighter. This is you focused on the future, basically, with the Six of Swords here. Let's see. For some of you, travel could be in the cards here this week, but to be honest, I'm not getting that a ton. I think that maybe some of you were experiencing some challenges prior, and this is the energy shifting. This is things happening now at this time that are meant to happen. And we're starting out with the Magician. So definitely see you manifesting, Gemini. And with the Magician, I view the Magician as an empowered energy, a very creative, empowered person, and he has everything he needs to manifest. So all of those tools, all of those resources to be successful. So some of you are starting something new here at this time. And what's needed with the Magician is you believing in yourself, you remaining confident, and then we have the Star here. So needing to stay optimistic, needing to have faith. Yeah, and then we have, this is interesting, then we have the Seven of Cups, which sometimes can speak about options. So if you're a Gemini that is looking at choices or options here in front of you this week, needing to really look closely at these choices, because some could be good, but others maybe not so good. So pay attention to the details, needing to look closely at these choices. But the Seven of Cups for me is also like that emotional, scattered, confusing sort of energy. And for some of you with the Ace of Swords here, you could be cutting right through that because maybe you're ready to move forward with the Six of Swords here, because you feel empowered. Some of you could be getting a little creative, but this is you feeling empowered and very positive and hopeful. And so if this is an energy, Gemini, that you've been dealing with, some of you are using this sword. You're just getting down to the bottom of something here, maybe cutting to the truth of the matter. Could be speaking your truth with the Ace of Swords. You could be seeing something clearly here at this time. If something was very confusing, and you were dealing with like a more emotional matter, this could definitely be clarity coming in, where now this week maybe you're seeing something clearly, maybe prior you couldn't, but now you're seeing something clearly. And then we have these two aces. So we have that Magician, we had the Fool at the bottom of the deck, and the Wheel of Fortune. And the wheel is a 10, and so some of you with cycles definitely completing. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Ace of Wands, and then we also had that Fool, and so you are moving forward down a new path. For some of you going on a new adventure with the Ace of Wands, it's an exciting time. So yeah, very, very nice, Gemini. But needing to move forward confidently and very much needing to stay positive. If you're making important decisions, if you're narrowing it down, needing to look very closely at everything. There could even be some Geminis that you're making a very important decision here. And this could be you deciding, Gemini, to move forward down this new path. With Judgment here, you will make the right decision. So some of you are moving forward. And with this 10 of Swords, I feel like, again, you went through something prior. You went through something prior. 10 of Swords is indicating a tough cycle, a tough time, but the worst is behind you. So you went through a difficult time. And with the 7 of Cups, maybe some of you were unsure. You know, you were looking at your options, but nothing really looked maybe good, or maybe things weren't clear. I think that some of you were dealing with this like emotional, scattered, sort of confusing energy. You did go through a difficult time, and I think that some of you were determining, you know, which direction you should move in. And if you were feeling a little stuck, this is the week that I think you're really making your mind up. Some of you are just deciding to move forward here this week. Maybe you're taking matters into your own hands here with this Magician energy and the Star. Really like this combination because you're empowered. You're using those skills or those tools that you already have, Gemini, and this is you manifesting. This is you making changes. Some of you may be speaking your truth or even cutting something out of your life that's no longer serving you. I feel like this is you closing the door on this 10 of Swords. And we happen to have the Tower here. And I do feel like for some of you, you're shaking things up. This is not always a negative energy for me. Just know that, which most of you who follow me already know that because I say it all the time. So the Tower for me can be like you kind of dropping the bomb, you surprising someone. And with Judgment here, for some of you, there is this spiritual energy here. This is definitely some divine, you know, inspiration coming in. Some of you, maybe you're hearing the call here. This is you taking action. You could be using the sword. You could be speaking your truth. You could be shaking things up, or even shocking someone. It's definitely a possibility, you know, with these general readings here, that you're going to be shocking someone. You could be shocking this King of Wands, or for you Gemini males, this certainly can be your energy. You know, King of Wands is someone who's very passionate, obviously very fiery, passionate, and ambitious, and he's, you know, he's a manifester and he makes things happen. And so yeah, so I feel like for some of you, this is you making an important decision and you are shaking things up here, and you could possibly be maybe surprising someone. Now, the Tower can also be, for me, a building, a home. It can be that sudden energy as well, things happening suddenly. I feel like for some of you, it's a home. Possibly you could be moving house, and with the Ace of Swords, you could be signing something here this week because we see you going on this new adventure. But we see that for some of you, yes, you're dealing with things that are very much meant to happen with the Wheel of Fortune here. But also with the Magician, for me, it does speak about that control. You do have control with this. I don't feel like the universe is just stepping in. You know, that's not what I'm getting. So here you have control with the Magician. And so Yeah, for some of you, this is like maybe you moving. And maybe with the Seven of Swords, or Seven of Cups, excuse me, because the Seven of Cups is mirroring this Tower. For some of you, you're looking at those options, those choices, as far as, you know, homes or apartments, something like that. But I feel like you're making a very important decision here this week. Others, you could be receiving one, but we see you moving forward. We see you definitely leaving a difficult time behind. Now, yes, because it's a general reading, there could have been a shock or a shakeup or something that happened, but now, even if that's the case, now I feel like, you know, you have control here, and it's up to you to make some changes, to move forward, to look at those options, to remain positive here. For some of you, yeah, to focus on the future. Interesting. This is the card that flipped over. And it's a blessing for unity where once there was division. And so, yeah, for some of you, there could have been something that happened. There could have been a breakup, or if it's not on the love front, it could have been something with like a friend, a family relationship where there was like some sort of division, something happened. But we do have the Star, which is also, from me, a very powerful healing energy. And then we do have Judgment as well. And so Judgment can speak about second chances. Are you kind of breathing life back into something here? But that's on you. So again, some of you have an important decision to make. Let's take a look, Gemini. Okay. There we go. This is at the bottom of the deck. A blessing on a resolution. So, yeah, I mean, we have this answer, this resolution that's coming in. And even if you're not making up with someone, this is that healing energy that's coming in. And so, yeah, there won't be that division. So there could be some sort of closure that's coming in for some of you. But I feel like many of you, you're focused on a new path here, definitely. All right, Gemini, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading with me, please check out northeasttarot.com. I do have the one question mini oracle readings up for sale on my website, and that is a less expensive option for those of you that only have one question, and there is no wait when it comes to those readings. All right, Gemini, so have a great week. Take care.